Sunday we did. Super show. Yeah! Jensen and Misha Sunday. Once again,
Happy Sunday, everybody. How was Mr. Mann's last night? Did you guys... Sorry, I missed it. But I've heard those songs before. And I'm sure you have too. That's great. Everybody awake? Yeah? I'm not awake. I'm on autopilot right now. But that's okay. That's all I got. It's just not a lot going on upstairs right now. Let's just do questions. Hi.
Hi. I'd like to know if when you see the clothes, the layout that you had set, does that influence your interpretation in any way? And if you've ever made any suggestions to the wardrobe department yourself?
Yes. I would say that you know, the costume certainly does factor into feeling a certain way. Like, you know, when I put Dean's boots on, for instance, I instantly kind of, now I feel like I'm ready to play Dean. And as far as suggestions, I mean, you see the show, the normal wardrobe is fairly simple for the guys. T-shirt, black shirt, jeans. Pretty easy. And occasionally suits, which are always really nicely pressed. Freshly dug out of a duffel bag in the trunk of the car. Amazingly non-wrinkle fabric. It's incredible. I will say that one of these suggestions that I had, and I regretted it, and now I'm happy that the regret has now gone away, and now I'm cool with it, was the gym teacher. It was not supposed to be that comical. But I thought it would be funnier if it was. So I told them what kind of shorts I wanted. And they had no idea what I was talking about. And I went to the wardrobe department, I got on their computer, I looked them up, and I'm like, those. And they're like, well, they don't even make them in Canada. I'm like, find them somewhere else. That's what I need to wear. And so they're like, okay. So that's what, that was one example.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I think I'm okay.
So, I've written one book about supernatural. That you were so overwhelmed by the character that sometimes you woke up in the morning and screaming like something like ghost or same as salt. Is that true?
No.
It's according to Jared's voice.
Jared does?
Yes.
He has supernatural dreams where he thinks he's Sam? Stupid. No, I don't ever like dream as Dean. I will dream as Jensen in a supernatural situation though. And the problem with that is doing this show and doing it for as long as we've done it is giving me a false sense of security. And the fact that if I do hear something go wrong in the night, I think I'll just waltz right in and take care of it. And that's probably not a good thing. Just the other night, we were getting ready for bed, and it was a big storm outside. And it had been storming for a few hours, and started hearing this upstairs bedroom, and there's a balcony on the bedroom, and the door to the balcony started to shake and rattle. And it really sounded like somebody was trying to open the door. They were like kind of clawing at the door. And we just turned the lights out, and my eyes shot open. And I heard it, and I wasn't sure. I was like, well, maybe it was just the wind. And I closed my eyes, and then I heard it again. It was like this, it's like scratching on the door. I opened my eyes again. I was like, what the hell is that? And then it happened a third time, and Danielle just goes, she didn't even open her eyes. She's like, are you hearing that? I'm like, yeah, I'm hearing it. She's like, what is it? I'm like, I don't know. She's like, will you go figure it out? I'm like, hell yeah, I'm in freaking Winchester. So I got up, I walked over, and most people, I have like a curtain on the door. It's just a window door. Most people kind of like, do this number. I'm in just boxers, and I just go like this. Thinking that whatever is on the other side is going to be scared of me. And what it was is, I guess earlier in the storm, before we'd gone upstairs and got ready for bed, it had blown a branch off of a tree, a big, giant tree branch, and it had fallen on the balcony, and the branches were scratching the door, basically. So I opened the door, wind, rain, and I'm like, it's like a Michael Jackson video. I look down, I'm like, I got it, honey, it's a branch. Check it out, Meanwhile, Danielle has not opened her eyes yet. And I can hear her rolling her eyes. Deep freaking Winchester. Show that tree branch. Thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah, bye.
Hi, Jensen. I wanted to ask you if there is something or someone in particular that inspired you to become an actor.
I guess my dad. Because it was never something that I was inspired to do at a young age. It wasn't like I saw somebody who's like, oh, that's what I want to be. That's what I want to do. It kind of just happened, and it happened because my father and his way of telling stories and acting them out and being goofy and his sense of humor and all of that stuff kind of played into me enjoying acting and storytelling and stuff. So it just kind of happened naturally. And then after a while, I was like, hey, I really like this. And then I started really focusing on it. And I'm like, I might be able to actually do something with this. So then it became a focal point. But it was never like there was never like an aha moment of inspiration. It kind of evolved into something that I love. So, yeah, thanks. Hi.
Hi. In the latest episodes, there is a couple of things that I'm not really happy about, and one of them is giving a lot of time to the secondary cast and cutting off brothers. So I was wondering, is it the new showrunner influence, or and is it going to be continued in the coming up season?
So that happens for a couple of reasons. One is they introduce these storylines early on, and when you get to the end of the season, you got to wrap up those storylines. You have to, you can't just leave all these questions out there like, well, whatever happened to Amara, or whatever happened to, Rowena when she went down and talked to Lucifer. Like those have to be kind of flushed out, and so that. Because of that, Jared and Jensen get some time off, which is really nice, especially at the end of the season, because it's a long, long season, and it's like running a marathon. And by the end of it, we're pretty tired. So getting a few days off here and there are really nice, and I think it keeps us kind of refreshed and keeps us from burning out. So I think that they do that for both those reasons. One, they have to conclude those storylines, and two, they know that they can give us a little bit of a breather and let some of the other guys carry the load for a bit. That being said, that isn't always the case. It happened to be the case this past season. Where it's going to start in season 12, I'm not exactly sure, but I do know that that's, they usually stick pretty close to the brothers starting off. So, don't worry, we'll be back on screen.
You know, like heaven, only you two.
Yeah, don't tell anybody that.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks. Hi.
Hello. So a friend of mine who didn't come sends her love to you. And then I wanted to ask, could you do an impression of Misha?
Oh, just Misha? Not Castiel, like just like Misha. Okay. So many ways to go here. Okay. Did he do an impression of me?
Of Dean, but not you.
Oh, a Dean? That's boring. All right, here. Let me look up. Hey guys, I got a great idea. Let's just bike our way to Rome. Come on, Phil. Anybody else? No, bitch, we're just gonna take a plane ride. Okay. This is a lot harder than I thought. In fact, you know, I'm just gonna call Danielle and have her send us a car. Okay, you can stop the wind machine. You're welcome. I kept it clean, that's all I'm happy about.
Hi, hello. First of all, the Argentina Supernatural Fan Club send a love.
Sweet.
And I want to thank you for creating one of the most amazing, complex, funny, and balanced characters in TV, because it inspires us to be brave and kind, and your performance makes us believe and feel everything that happens to him. So, to the bottom of my heart, and every Dean fan in the world, thank you so much for letting me start. And
Thank you.
we have headcanons about young Dean. When he was alone, hunting by himself.
Do I have what?
Cannons, like head cannons.
Yeah. I mean, no. I think I have an idea of what life was assumingly like for him. You know, I talked about this a little bit yesterday, in the fact that he didn't have much of a childhood. That I was kind of stolen from him when his mom was stolen from him. So I think it was all kind of very hard life lessons for Dean early on, and he had to grow up very quickly. And I think that really toughened him up and made him build up walls. So I think that's why you get those, you know, those kind of walled off emotions from Dean most of the time is because he had to learn to do that at a very early age. So yeah, that's what I think about when I think about where those kind of emotions come from, is that's probably a derivative of something that happened back when he was, you know, 9, 10, 11 years old. So yeah,
Thank you.
thanks. Hi.
Hi.
So my question might be connected to what you've been saying. So the life that Dean has affected his self-worth issues in a big way, and I think many fans can relate to that in a personal way. So I was wondering, what do you think would it take for Dean to overcome those issues and maybe grow into a person that I know really loves and takes care of himself?
Years of therapy. I don't know that. I think that he has broken down some walls in the past. I think that he's certainly made an attempt to, but a lot of those. A lot of those walls that he's, the emotional walls that he has, is kind of how he's able to survive. And I think, tearing down those issues or those emotions might, I think, in his mind, leave him so vulnerable that he wouldn't be able to live the life that he lives. So I think it's certainly a defense mechanism. Obviously, I'm no psychologist, so I don't know how deep that goes or what that means. Len, help me out. Pretty deep, right? I mean, Dean's pretty messed up. Yeah, but he needs to be. I think it's a tool. It's a defense mechanism, and I think he uses that to not just defend against emoting, but I think he uses it to really. Give him strength and courage to do the things that he does. Now, some of them are good, some of them are not good, but it kind of it's what makes Dean Dean. He's a complex character, and that's part of his complexity. Just like we are all complex characters, and those certain walls that we all have emotionally, maybe physically, is all part of what makes us us. And sometimes you need to face those issues, deal with them head on, and ask for help. Or sometimes you just have to learn to live with them and deal with it the best you can. So I think Dean's trying to do the best he can, but some of those walls he needs. I think he relies on them as crutches. How you like that, man? Thanks. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi.
Hello. I'm a bit nervous right now. A lot of my friends live in America, sort of online friends.
Mine too.
And they're always talking about how you have a voice of an angel, and when you sing, especially when you sing certain songs. And I was wondering if you could help calm my nerves right now by singing us a song for us. Please.
I'm singing a song for you. I'm an angel. Song for you. I missed my calling. I could just play you a song.
That's good to hear. I'll sing a bonus.
Hey, listen. It was a long night last night. I didn't get a lot of sleep. Lay off. God. I always hoped I wouldn't react like that. Like a ninja. Out of nowhere. Well, listen, how much time do we have left? How much time do we have left? Somebody say an hour? 20 minutes? This is gonna eat up a lot of time. I don't really. What song would you like to hear?
Wild planting time?
No, I don't want to play that.
Freebird!
Is there a capo anywhere?
Is there silence?
Is there one?
Mama told me when I was young, sit beside me, my only son. Listen closely what I say. If you do this, it'll help some sunny day. Oh yeah.
Just killing time. Oh. Something like that?
Simple Man is actually one of my favourite Dean songs, so thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm just gonna stay like this because I'm too lazy to get up. Hi.
Hi. You've been in lots of countries and see fans of different cultures. And my question is, what's the difference between fans or their behavior in different places?
You know, to be honest, I would say it's more similar than you would think. The only real difference would be the accent, which in my opinion is really cool because we're all alike and we're all part of this family, and even though you might travel somewhere different, people might look different, dress different, speak different, we're all the same, which is awesome, and I love that. I love hearing the stories of, you know, a fan from Italy meeting a fan in the United States and connecting online and then showing up at a convention and becoming good friends. And, that stuff's just really cool. And it's amazing that the show that we started filming ages ago can bring people together like that, can bring all of us together in this room today. And so it's, you know, I find less differences and more likes. And that's really cool. So, where are you from?
From Russia.
Russia? See, and here you are in Rome, talking to some hack from the States. What? Yes, this is called a capo. Thank you. So, I don't know, has Jason talked to you about his new album?